Hi, chat. Hello, everybody, and hello to Anya. Anya?
I forgot I was muted.
I thought I was the one that was muted for a moment.
No.
Hello. You missed the last few streams. The Kubaset fight has more irony because of the mates. Fragarak was a gift to lose. Who's that? From Mananan MacLair. I see.
Fascinating.
I love learning. I love learning history. That is actually one of the things I have the most fun with. History and myth. You know, with Fate. I really enjoy and learning myth and things that I didn't know before, and being essentially told, "Hey, this is cool. Research it." You know.
Finally, you catch the start of stream? Yeah, hello.
Hello! Hello,
so
everybody!
excited.
It's gonna be so good. I got informed of a few things at the end of last stream in the comments that
Scary.
I think would be really fun to talk about. First of all, the Heaven's Cup. I think okay, I don't know if I told you about this, but the whole Heaven's Cup thing is a pun. Because the cup, the word cup used by Nasu in this case is Sakazuki. You remember what crescent moon is?
Oh,
Mikazuki.
I
So,
see. I
Sakazuki,
see.
it's a homonym for the new moon. They're homonyms.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, I thought you could really like that.
I realized Japanese is a perfect language for puns because, like, every single word has, like, hundreds of homophones.
Also, apparently, the eclipse scenes are in fact counted towards 100% completion, including the H-scene version of the Karen blood-sucking scene.
I see.
We do not, however, need to get a 100% completion to actually beat the story, but it apparently gives us something extra if we do get 100%.
Well, of course we're gonna do that.
It may be a little bit, but we will get there.
I can't imagine not getting there. I almost did during the Karen scene.
Oh, right. Speaking of, just in case, I'm going to switch over to this and turn on the heart rate widget. You may put it on.
God,
I
forgot. I forgot. Give me just a second. I have to get up. I'll be back.
Don't worry, I still need to turn everything on and re-chat, so take your time. You're surprised 2 weeks ago realizing that Evgo's Kahak is a long-haired Bazette? A little bit, but not that much. It may just be artist stuff. The moon truly is Cap, the fucking Ponzelmao. You had a bad tendency to drop in the middle or near the end of a stream in the previous stream. Don't worry about it. It's good to see you at the beginning of what may, in fact, be the end here. Love getting into fandoms where you learn hyper-specific things that are really interesting. Yeah. The horse game. Yeah, I can imagine the horse game could be like that because you're learning about, like, horse racing and the whole world that entails. There's, like, real-life lore to those horses that I find also fascinating from afar. Thank you. The horse lore is wild, and in-universe too, right? Did you know that in the horse universe of Uma Musume, because there's no actual animal horses and there's only the horse girls, the kanji for horse, which usually has 4 little, like, dashes at the bottom, only has 2 to indicate the legs. Horse game lore, training goal, she is pain, yeah. Raishawa is your gloomy wife, and Haru your precious pink daughter of victory. I know nothing about the fucking horses, except what I've absorbed by, like, osmosis from the internet. But I do know one thing, and that is that I want to be Agnes Takion's fucking guinea pig. I know nothing about that game, and yet I know a crazy bitch when I see one. You give me a deranged science horse, and you think I'm not going to be normal about it?
I cannot escape Uma Musume.
Welcome back!
Speaking of horses.
The horses back, chat. Did you know that Anya...
The horse is here.
Did you know, chat, that Anya is actually an Uma Musume as well? If you undo the, like, hair buns, they're actually, like, covering the ears, and they just spring up.
They're hidden in there.
And why do you think she, like, wears the baggy, like, jumpsuit pants like that? It's because the tail is in there, too.
That makes too much sense.
Have you ever seen Anya with feet? No, it's all hoops all the way down.
You think I would just show chat my fucking hooves for free?
Do not tempt chat. You know, as soon as you have, like, hoops to show, they will be throwing 20s at you to show them on stream. And just in time for the music to end. So let's get the game actually up, shall we?
Let's.
Exciting things. I have a friend, by the way, chat. I think I have mentioned this in the previous stream. I have a friend that has been going through Holo Ataraxia. Big Fate fan. He has seen some things about it in passing and knew about some big Bazette and Angra lore. Was not aware of this game's game. Was not aware of the exceedingly, like, blatant amounts of jury. And how normal everyone is in this game. He even started using Never Trust Rider. I put it in his head. It spreads.
God bless. God bless.
It's become a whole thing now.
As it should be. It's one of my favorite facets of the Fate universe.
Honestly. The NTR?
Yes, I think that's what I said.
You will be very happy to know how fucking common it is then.
Oh, I'm aware. I'm
see.
really aware.
You've done your research, I see.
I've been here with you this whole time, Wag.
Oh my god, have you? Just like, what's his name? God damn it, I want
You
to make
got this. No, you got this. I believe in you.
The game changer guy, no?
Mm-hmm. Starts with an S.
Samurai.
I'm so proud of you. I'm
Samurai.
so proud of you. It's Reich, by the way.
Reich, thank you. Well, Reich Speak Fate, together with Fate, Extra CCC, and Lost Build 6. And the finale of Ataraxia is gonna be so good, huh? Let's go in then. I mean, let's go in when I find the plot thing that we need to go through still. Samurai shower!
Fucking...
Wait, no. Tabi, I've actually seen that. I've actually seen Sam as a fucking Uma Musume at some point before.
I believe that.
I've lost the Polycule and doesn't accept any other Fate Stay Night or Holo Ataraxia ships. I mean, yeah, because when you go Polycule, you're shipping everybody. Why could you reduce your amount at that point, right?
Oh, of course.
Seems like if there's anything, it's gonna be on the final day. I'm streaming to you, but right?
I am watching, don't worry. I would have said something by now. I'm not Steve.
Thank you, appreciate it.
What Ryder would not do for getting a certain bike.
There we go. To the Black Holy Grail.
Are we about to, like, end?
Yeah, we're doing, like, the endings. The curtains fall. The buzzer signaling the end of the performance sounds, and the whole residence is sinking into a deep darkness. Into a sleep so deep, none could revive and awaken before the 5th day. There won't be any more encounters. Like, there's a reason why I put this one as the finale, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That was quite easy. Well, if you think about it, only 4 days have passed. Maybe it isn't enough to develop affections. There isn't anyone to bid farewell to, nor is there any luggage to bring home. See ya. I wave my back and retreat backstage. The theater, like, oh, it's so good, it's so good.
I love the theater metaphors sprinkled throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, and now they're just coming full circle and it's beautiful. The date will change soon. On the night of the 4th day, the Black Moon comes to kill me as I stay behind. That's the foundation I'm going to destroy. The end of the wish, the completion of the puzzle. I move straight in to fill the last crevice from which the void is born. I continue on, stifling the screams. This is the tower that I will reach the hollow sky from. Since I already know what my true identity is, the path to return to where I belong should appear here. Just like last time, but the last time we couldn't go up the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're there also, specifically, visibly.
Oh.
Is that? That's not only the stairs going up, that is the other side of the roof. We always see the right side, that's the left.
Oh, we always see, like, the city side, don't we?
Yeah. Look
we
at
don't see
the
view
ocean.
of the country in the background.
That's great, actually.
Neat.
One of the ghost stories at the beginning was about a strange white thread climbing to the moon. I remember. Fuck. On day 4, as the end of the performance begins, I finally arrive at the dance floor leading to the hollow sky. The moon darkens. Town overflows with corpses. This body becomes the appointed time, and I start dissolving into a monster, neither myself nor myself. And there, I'm surprised. There's a shadow on the rooftop. A shadow with flowing silver hair, just like the other day. Isn't that too much of a service to have you come all the way here by yourself? When admonishing and guiding me is waiting.
It's not. Meeting you on the 4th night has become somewhat of a habit to me.
Round 2, says Alec.
Jesus. I don't think my heart can take it. I think it'll kill me.
What about a last bite for the road, huh? Just a little nibble.
Please no. Like, but also, yes.
A curve responds without any hint of embarrassment, just like always. Now that you mention it, you're right. Well then, what did you come here for tonight, exactly?
I've come to be your escort. I do not know how far I can go, but I will accompany you for as long as I'm able.
You got a problem with that. That's the line between the lines. My mouth stretches into a grin. Damn it. If that's the case, then I can't help but get motivated myself. Still way too much service from you. Don't think any of this is in your job description.
Am I bothering you?
It's the other way around. You moved me to tears. It's awful to not have a partner to show off for. Anyone's fine. Just having you nearby helps. A true friend is in my time of need. That gesture, though.
I love the little grumpy sprite so much.
Facing the hollow sky, I step forward. The path toward the Holy Grail appears, as if greeting its owner. Hey, are you afraid of heights?
I'm not. After all, I did fall from the moon once.
Alright, in that case, let's go up there together for a bit. I think I might miss a step or two on my own. I turn around and extend my hand. As I've gotten so excited about this, I'm able to keep holding myself together.
You do not even have to ask. It's in order to guide you that I came here like this.
Our hands are joined, our fingers entwined. The moment I take a step off the ground, I will revert to my old self. The show comes to a close. This is the last time I will be the main character. Iyama Town is overflowing with red lights. There's no time to stop and think. Behind the doors of a closed theater, The last roll of film is put on. Every step I take causes reality to fade away. Every step causes time to accumulate and stagnate. It was just minutes ago that I started the ascent. Yet it seems to have started so long ago that I can no longer recall when or where it began. I'm fading away. At times, my creaking limbs feel as if they're going to give in to my raging urges and fall apart. But I'm not the only one taking damage. The woman holding my hand grimaces in pain every time. She's a fine partner to show off to. How far does this go? I continue climbing up the stairs while cursing, displaying humanity all the way. Come to think of it, Miyashiro had a memory similar to this as well. Two people walking up the long stairs together. I wonder when that happened. It's only been an hour, but I've completely forgotten about it.
Look, the red lights have stopped.
I look down at her urging. The monster horde that descended upon the town has stopped, unable to enter Shinto. Miyama is awash with red. My remains rampaging and sleeping down. I gaze at the repulsive sight for a while. I climb the stairs. The ground is far away. The sky is near. A dream given form. Someone's wish. With every step, all the things that were sought after but never given become more distant. It feels like the story of a faraway land, now completely unrelated to me. How many times did I walk along those streets? How many times did I reflect upon the ordinary? There is no place which I do not know. There's nothing I didn't experience. With every turn, the not yet known blank piece of paper at the start had been slowly filling up. And the more it is filled, the dimmer its light became. The more I fall in love with the everyday routine, the more I look forward to every new day, the more I lose this glimmer. I knew from the start that it was an inevitable consequence. I had more than plenty of fun. I do not need anything new to happen. No matter if they are always the same for days, I can keep up the contract to continue repeating them forever. And yet, I kept on doing completely unnecessary things. Why? It couldn't have been just the influence of the personality I've assumed. I'm probably tired of this, that's all. I just felt like ending it, because I'm simply tired of it all. It has to be that, or else I might just feel like throwing everything away. God, I love Angermini so much. Fuck. My silhouette distorts. I almost miss a step.
You will be fine. You can certainly be patient, can you not?
Think back to what Angra told Medusa. Because she cared for Sakura, she wasn't a monster.
Mm-hmm. How do you think he knew that?
That red blotch and static is what a migraine feels like. Ooh.
That's 100% accurate, actually.
Her tightly grasping fingers deny it vehemently. Vehemently?
Vehemently.
Thank you. Yeah, there's a difference between ending and not continuing. If I stay here, it will forever be stagnant. Soon enough, the nothingness will be just within an arm's reach. Soon enough, my now tightly clenched fingers will be grasping nothing but thin air. The earth is now veiled in clouds, and I walk toward the stars.
Say, what are you trying to end this wish for?
Muffled by the wind, I suddenly hear her voice. What for? I don't remember anymore. But I do remember what I wanted above all. To see the end of this road. To release the woman who has been fiercely protecting the Holy Grail in this black cocoon.
Even though she's trying to kill you, why are you so fixated?
Why? No reason. I force myself on a woman out of anger and lust. Yet she is one I care for out of longing and affection. Anya? Give us a moment, chat. Hello? Hello? I think she's gone, chat. I think Discord took her. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm being beset by the sorcerer once again.
I can't believe that Bazette could be trying to stop the stream from going so that we don't end this.
No, yeah, sorry. Yeah, exactly. The last sentence just totally checked me out. Ahem. That's surprising. I thought you hate humans.
Of course I do. I detest them in much the same way that many people feel anxious in the company of their own brethren. This wicked malice was born from the righteousness that rejects weakness. For as long as I'm worshipped as an antagonist, I will continue to fulfill this function. And it will remain that way for all of eternity. Evil is not born, it is created. Certainly, weak people do exist, but the weak are abundant in any ecosystem and any species. The wickedness of a single soul has hardly any impact on nature as a whole. The very system that man is brought up in, both his greatest strength and weakness, is in itself evil. Human emotion that leads astray and gives him fire. With no special being to guide them, many apathetic souls will veer off the right path. As which celebrate nothing but existence. They affirm their prosperity by bringing out a god and cleansing their own malice. All the evil in the world. What a joke. That is nothing but another term for a human. I am born from humanity. As long as you're human, you will be able to reproduce any kind of evil. Repugnant individuals, repugnant society, repugnant ideas. There is no excuse. Living beings should not be able to regard their brethren as evil in the first place. But even so, there's still value in life. Even in living beings which created evil. Even if there's no value in humanity, there is meaning in all of its history that has accumulated up to now. Even if they stay around for all of eternity. As long as those hands are able to do something, surely there will be something they can save.
Oh man.
Oh!
I love when any Fate media just starts talking about the nature of humanity. because it's the only time ever in media that I see it happen this frequently and it doesn't piss me off. People always have a lot to say about what it means to be human, and I don't think I've ever liked it.
Yeah.
And yet.
Yeah. Oh man, I am crying. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh boy. Like a journey to the stars, aiming for the distant sky and climbing up a long stairway. Fuck! Oh, fuck! Oh! Stop!
Do you need a second?
No, I'm fine. Oh man, I love Fate. This is exactly what I love Fate. Fuck!
It's so beautiful.
Oh, I think that is part of what makes it so tolerable coming from Nasu every time. He's so optimistic about the inherent beauty in, like, human history and human life, right? He showcases the ugliness of humanity and goes, but it's still worth fighting for. But there's still things worth protecting there. No matter how rotten everything may seem at times, there's still beauty.
It's when it's even acknowledged that it's beautiful not just in spite of humanity's flaws, but because of them.
Goodbye, Diego. Oh my god, my heart.
I had noticed since a while back.
A faint sigh of relief. Her lips part.
You are like a rock star.
She sings those words like a song. I don't understand the metaphor, but being compared to a star can possibly be bad. They certainly do exist, but my hands will never reach them. They were one of the few shining things I was able to see. The sky is near. The world of humanity will soon be over. Only those that belong there in the first place will be able to proceed further. There's no need for words. Just as it happened to me the moment I left the ground. Her body too is slowly disappearing, as if announcing the coming of the finale. I search within myself to see if there's anything else left unsaid. I can't come up with any witty remarks, but I do recall something I forgot to tell her. I might actually know your father.
I see. It's fine. I already know that very well.
A short and quick reply. If she says so, then that's that. Our conversation finally ends. Nothing but the sound of the wind remains. I do not stop, nor do I avert my gaze from the sky. I can barely feel the hand that I've been clasping all this time. The moment we grip each other's hands to strengthen this vague feeling of touch is the moment we realize we're both illusions, I'm sure. I was aware of being an illusion from the start, a being that did not exist in this city. Though these 4 days were mere fiction for the others, they will remain. Only a rendezvous will vanish into thin air. No matter how real this girl is, because in the correct reality, we never met even once. I do feel a little attached. I worked hard not to, yet I still ended up becoming attached to one thing. And to think of it, the moments I spent being myself were only with this girl. Having those moments disappear is a little painful. Well, even that has to end. Alright, looks like we're close now.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry. That's so nice.
Reminds you of Tolkien? They're peeping among the clouds, among the cloud rack above the dark, for high up in the mountains, some saw a white star twinkle for a while. The beauty of it smote his heart as he looked up. Out of the forsaken land, and hope returned to him. In the end, the shadow was only a small and passing thing. There was light and high beauty forever beyond its reach. That is beautiful, actually. That is very beautiful, actually. He has so little that's actually his. Yeah! 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 Yeah, I have been crying.
I've been crying. I don't know what I mean. That's so lovely.
I can only feel the pinky finger now. And it is already semi-transparent. The girl stops and I go ahead. Our connection breaks off easily, as if it never existed in the first place. See ya! After I'm gone, please go to see me again. Not for my sake. For the sake of this memory that did not exist, that had no meaning whatsoever.
I cannot guarantee my actions after I return. I cannot say that I will not return to my country immediately after I finish my duty.
As if this person, one who loves making fun of idiots with emotional scars, has no reason to go back quietly with such a treat in front of her. Oh my god.
So beautiful. I love this. I love these characters so goddamn much.
What do you think about the password days?
Me? I do not hate this city.
And there's no problem. If she could think this way here, then the real her on the outside should think the same as well. At her words, well, my shameful attachment lessens just a little. Yeah, doesn't matter if it's in that gloomy church or in that stupidly noisy house. Karen, let's meet again. Next time, as you wished, I shall be that much more gentlemanly. Because this foul-mouthed demon won't be possessing me again. The presence behind me disappears.
That's right. Goodbye, Angramania. As a special exception, I shall overlook exercising you.
What little warmth remains is soon swept away by the wind. I don't have to turn back to know that the white flower is gone. It was a big lie to say that my attachment lessened. This weight will never become any lighter. I can't see the last stop. The thread of salvation that flowed to earth is gradually breaking. On the land far below, I wonder if the dead, kept in check by the guardians, are watching my ascent to the sky. Just like that time, long ago, when I looked up at the stars from the top of the mountain, looking at the fading brilliance with envy and resentment in my heart. Last interlude. A spider's thread hangs down to the lowest levels of hell. I know this tale! Urged on by the evil omen from the sky, hanging from the sky, corpses crawl out and overflow from a hole in the underworld. Tonight is the appointed time. The end of the fourth night, one that returns this battle to its beginning. Hurry, hurry, hurry! They are like ants swarming around honey. The corpses are reborn from the pit to bring down their own self, the one seeking to break free from the endless cycle of death and rebirth. Don't let him escape! Don't let him escape! Don't let him escape! There's no night beyond this one. The corpses multiply infinitely and cover the streets without end. Destroy, destroy, annihilate! This is pandemonium itself. A hell bearing the will to kill a human, to kill itself, manifested to fill the night. This song is from whole Ataraxia? There's no way. Wow, they sure something. I wonder if they're not afraid of, that. Far above in the skies, she raises her eyes to the stairs of over 2,000 meters in height and mutters indifferently. It's all pure nonsense. But if you're willing to go that far with your feminine taste, then I suppose it could be more uncouth to complain. She shrugs her shoulders in resignation. It's a primitive and theatrical spectacle, but the stairway is definitely impressive. A bridge of light bisects the sky. A protagonist and a princess walk the translucent stairs hand in hand. She looks up at this scene, one that can no longer even be found in fairy tales nowadays. Despite how hopeless the situation is on the ground, she can't help but break into a smile. At any rate, there's a bit too many, aren't there? Holding the fort from atop the bridge's support arch, she returns her gaze to the surface. Miyama is sinking into darkness. Welcoming the end of the 4th day, the town undergoes rapid transformation. Lights fade, people vanish, and the liveliness of the town freezes in place. At this place, this moment, the only ones who exist are those who participated in the Holy Grail War. The day and night which had never mingled until now interchange, and those who could never cross paths do. The adjoining plane of reality and fantasy, truth and untruth. This mere hour is precisely the borderline that separates the 4th day from the 5th. I knew that already, but this was not something I had predicted. They had completely covered the whole of Miyama in under an hour. For humans, infinity is a metaphor. No matter how many, no matter how much you exceed the bounds of human deduction, all things have a limit. Infinity is nothing more than a word brought forth by the limits of recognition. But the things before her eyes differ from that kind of an incalculable concept. They are truly infinite. A limitless propagating chain. A final legion that became a conclusion at its beginning. A circuit of death with no breaker to annihilate itself, stoppable by no one. A twisted ecosystem at its end wholly covers the ground. 500, 600... No, even what's visible already exceeds 1,000. All the mystic codes she has mustered together, and the feeling of jewels grasped tightly in both of her hands, no longer feel the slightest bit dependable. These could not delay them for even just a few minutes. Surely they will collapse the bridge in the blink of an eye, shroud the tower rising over Shinto, and voraciously bring down the spider's thread. With the end before her eyes, she grits her teeth. If the earth is hell and the sky is the land of fairy tales, then the support arch she stands on is their boundary. Placing herself at the crossroads, she gazes at the distant sea. Above, there is a vapor trail cutting straight across the skies. Below, there's an endless swarm of poisonous moths. As for where she should place herself, well, here's no question. I am a Tosaka Magus, the supervisor of this town. She clenches the jewels in both of her hands. No more looking up to the sky from now on. She will fulfill the role she has assumed for herself and continue to protect the border. However, she has trouble controlling her breathing. The more she gazes at the surface, the more her gritted teeth creak. Her stiffened legs lack their usual lightness, and her shoulders are numbed by an unfamiliar pressure. The corpses march on. Oh, that's so cool!
That's such a visual.
Oh my god, they are literally swarming. They will penetrate the boundary. Before that happens, she will mow down the first wave. But she's trembling, unable to take this first step. Damn it, this is so pathetic. Whack. Posts her tightened fist against her forehead. She acknowledged being up against the odds from the start. Having taken a stand here, she has no choice but to fight until exhaustion. Anfang. Moving her wooden legs, she takes the first step toward the swarm below. There will be no retreat. One more step, and she will be leaping toward her death.
Is that Archer?
Yes!
I'm so bad at identifying voices, sorry.
It's good that you're so enthusiastic. But shouldn't you let your shoulders relax a little? But it really is like you. Massacre them all or not fight at all, that is.
Huh? The all too familiar voice ruined her departure completely. Hey, wait! Massacre? What do you mean that's like me? It may not look it, but I was known as a deeply compassionate honor student in London. She loosens up a little. She stops herself and retorts without looking back.
Well, I meant it exactly the way I said it. If it's a race, you'll try to come out a lap ahead. If it's a fight, you'll hit them so hard they'll never dare face you again. Now, does compassion come in before or after
that? It's regrettable, but that's exactly how it is. Her policy is to do the job thoroughly, all the way. It was never her style to go for defensive strategies like considering how long she can hold out, or how to protect a boundary field. I see. So I just need to exterminate them all. This is no border. It's a front line. I screwed up. A mistake like that was sure adding some extra weight on my shoulders. She rotates her shoulders casually. It's like a baseball game. All the bases are loaded with none out in the 9th inning, and the batting order is from the second player. If you allow even 1 point, say bye-bye to your trophy. The pitcher had been giving undivided attention towards protecting the team. Her spirits are brought up high again, ready to throw one right past the batter. But still, there may be too many. I don't intend to lose, but there's always a chance. Alright, when push comes to shove, I'll sing the bridge with them with it.
Wait. It's great that you've returned to normal, but that's overdoing it. If you destroy the bridge, it'll be harder to control. They're simple beasts. If the bridge falls, they'll just cross the river themselves and pour into Shinto. But as long as the bridge is here, they will naively believe there is no other path.
I knew that already. I'm just saying it to make things more interesting. Sheesh. She clicks her tongue in dissatisfaction. It's as if she wants to say that destroying 1 or 2 bridges would make for a nice view.
Archer, I'm aura farming.
Really now? That's the go all the way side of you. Haven't you picked up any ladylike manners during these 6 months at all?
This is who I am since I was born. What about you? Your habit of talking too much can be cured, can it?
Mine depends on who I'm with. For the time being, I'm contracted to a master who occasionally needs to be advised.
What a coincidence. I also happen to know someone who likes finding fault with others a little too much. She breaks out into a smile at this pointless exchange. It's so nice finally seeing them, reunited, right?
Mm-hmm.
She breaks out in the middle of the bridge. Directly underneath them, the corpses march on. This is the last opportunity to start the battle. Okay. Are you with me, Archer?
Yeah. A servant is one who follows his master.
Oh, look at them.
Since this is the end... Finally, I can fight without holding back.
Oh man!
They're so
Oh,
cool!
man!
They're so cool! Hell yeah!
Oh man! The red cloak appears. As a symbol of fighting for her, the bowman displays this holy shroud. Needless to say, there's a deeper significance to the armament. This red symbol is used only on proper battlegrounds when there is a master worth serving. Nostalgia that ought to have been forgotten long ago burns in his chest once more. For just one moment. For a moment that will last until the break of dawn, he is back to the self that used to stay at her side. Idiot. You fuss over the silliest things. You're either way too principled or just pretentious.
What? As far as being principled goes, I'm still behind you. After all, we're wagering our lives against I'm not sure whom. For I'm not exactly sure what reason. Jeez, has nothing to do with us whatsoever. I value your generosity, but this is why you can't readily give out favors.
Yeah, I guess that right hook is really going to cost me. She focuses on the enemy. Her magic crest spins up halfway to full capacity, setting her magic to half the maximum power. Just a long way to go after all. She has no choice but to fight on the bridge to the bitter end, right until this rainbow hanging in the sky vanishes.
I'll leave the first strike to you. After you stop the vanguard of the group, I'll go down to the bridge. It'll be a war of attrition after that. Keep making holes in them from here, and I'll mow down the ones that escape. Any questions? Rin?
No objections from me. I'm sure there will be a few that manage to get through the twofold attack, but let's just ignore them. Our duty is to exterminate the army. We'll think about the small fry after taking care of the enemy in front of us. There's no telling how many corpses will break through this formation. And there will probably be some that will swim across the river and head into Shinto on their own. But those are still less than 1 in 1,000. The outliers will have to be taken care of by those who walk the sky. Well, speaking of meddlers, we aren't alone either. Let's leave the minor details to them. Her crest is filling with light. Nimbly, she releases the magical energy and magecraft stored in the gems in the shortest time possible. And Fang! A huge flower blossoms from the dark stained ground. The magic blaze lifts the curtains on the battle, turning into a star on earth. It illuminates a path to the sky. Kusugi!
Everybody's here?
The serpent's fangs pulverize the corpses. The forehead, the throat, the heart, and the spine. It is an iron fist that strikes at each of the spots with precision and lightning speed. If this is a storm of the dead, then standing in its way is the embodiment of a fierce god. The dead that crawled out of Kageyama shall meet death once more and be driven back to hell. 3 fatal strikes in the span of one breath. Reinforced through magic, his fists turn into iron clubs which crush the faces of the dead. But those are just superficial wounds. In spite of losing their faces and intestines, their fierce claws don't stop coming. They were dead to begin with, and what powers them is not the heart or mind, but rather plain malice. Their mad rampage to fulfill the curse will only end when their bodies are wholly annihilated. Yeah.
Let's go. Sorry, I love this. I'm so happy. Our man.
Assassin. Why? Don't mention it, Sachiro. Our enemies flinch not when struck, die not when slain. We are both in a rather poor situation.
Oh, are we getting CGs for everybody?
This is peak. This might be peak.
Yeah, baby. A light-hearted tone, completely out of place for this battleground. Moonlight reflecting off the 5-foot-long sword in his hands, the samurai steps into the swarm of the dead. The tip of his sword dances in the air. Corpses like to realize they have been sliced only after they fall to the ground.
Indeed. One cannot move after having all 4 limbs chopped off. Soichiro, it may be difficult, but let's aim for the limbs instead of the head. Maybe against your policy of delivering only death blows, but that shall be plenty for these wooden puppets.
Flower, sun, grass. Your ways are different, but words are not required between two masters of their arts. Intersecting, the fist and blade engage the enemies and overwhelm them. Their backs against each other, sprinting through the battlefield, these two gods of death continue to overwhelm the dead.
Medea's boys.
But how come you changed your mind, Soichiro? You were overlooking them until yesterday, so why did you step out to stop them this evening? Oh, has this plague happened because that witch of yours lost control? Oh, I was doing the wrong voice.
It's okay.
No idea. If you're tired, go to sleep, assassin. These ghosts will disappear if you sleep. They won't harm anyone who is deep in their dreams.
Therefore, he had overlooked these shadows roaming the streets at night until today. But that still makes no sense. If what he says is true, then all he has to do is simply sleep tonight as always. No matter what their number is, there's no changing the fact that they won't harm humans in bed.
Oh, so why should you be bothering with this? I do not know whether you should continue on or go back. You can still return to your everyday life by sleeping quietly at home. You're right, but this battle here is her wish. No choice but to grant it.
Assassin's long sword drops ever so slightly. The samurai looks stunned, as if taken by surprise.
I see. That is certainly true. I thought she would never be able to depend on you, but looks like you've changed your mind a little, Caster. Oh dear, you're rather sweet, aren't you?
Shush! Quiet, you blockhead! Yeah, baby! Yeah! Oh my god! Arrows of light rain down from the sky.
Cool. Oh my god.
The witch's hammer turns into a squall and washes the dark away.
Oh, looks like some external medicine is what the doctor ordered for these creatures after all. Caster, time to show off your specialty. Looks like the wolf in sheep's clothing is no longer feigning innocence tonight.
That's enough, assassin. Your role is to provide a backup for your master. If you can't do even that, then I shall turn you into ash along with the small fries. Oh, she's so cool!
Don't be angry. It's your desire that I fight alongside Soichiro, is it not? Same as yourself. My master's delight is my source of joy. If you're happy, then I, as well, am happy. That being the case, I may as well act without restraint. Any man would do the same, wouldn't you agree, Soichiro? It seems you are putting a bit more force into your punches than usual, are you not? Sorry, I'm not about to hold back. Not in front of my spouse. I'll have to trouble you, Caster. I love my wife.
Both of them are bewildered. Those that know him surely realize just how unusual it is to hear such a remark.
Caster, reinforcements are coming. Whether you are protecting Ryudo Temple, or you are going to stop the culprit, looks like we do not have time to talk much. I'll leave the coordinating to you. I'll fight as you wish. Such an opportunity probably won't come again.
Soichiro-sama. That's why you should have no regrets. Is that what he wanted to say? Kuzuki Soichiro embraces her will. The witch accepts the end of the days, albeit with much regret in her heart. Yes, I understand, Master. From now on, I will strive toward my desire with no hesitation. The bells on her staff ring out. The magus from the Age of God starts weaving an even more mysterious spell. I think that's Assassin.
So, Caster, what are you gonna do? I'm tired of keeping this up. Or we go smash the very foundations.
That's not something for one who can't venture outside to say, Assassin. We are not obligated to help to such an extent in the first place. As for me, I am content with simply protecting this place, only helping the shameless trash that barges into people's homes with mud on their feet realize they're standing. The black shadow keeps spreading. Born behind the mountain, many of them descend the mountain toward Miyama. Some of the corpses, pushed by the horde, poured even into Ryudo Temple. Nobody hates that more than Caster. But she wanted to just protect herself. All she had to do was seal her master and herself in the temple. A boundary field to ward off the bodies would have been sufficient for just the two of them. However, on some unknown whim, she did something completely logical. On their way to Miyama, these black stains had detoured into Ryudo Temple by chance. Caster burned all of them to ash, not sparing a single one. As a result, having sensed an obstacle in their path, they began concentrating on the temple. What do you expect? I don't care about what's going on down there, but anyone who crosses the threshold of my home becomes my enemy. Yes, I will burn you to ashes, Avenger! It seems that's what you wish for. And besides, a divine aria spreads along the empty sky. Not only is it more than enough to protect the whole of your temple, it is a spell capable of punching a hole in the very foundation they came from. To be honest, I could have liked to continue for a little longer, so I'm taking my anger out on you. Now feel my wrath!
She's so cool.
The witch protecting Ryudo Temple burns away the corpses heading for the town. Even if their numbers are unlimited, the annihilated ones will not come back immediately. Like a burst of divine punishment, the sorcery continues tearing the pandemonium apart. But the outpouring black stain still doesn't stop. The corpses seemingly cover half the earth. This place will be protected, no matter what, and the bridge shall greet the start of a new day undefeated as well. The situation at Miyama is looking rather grim, though. Those kids work hard, but looks like this is it for them. Giving a sigh of pity or maybe compassion, the witch looks down at the town below. She's looking at the northern part of Miyama. Like the eye of a needle, a tiny clearing remains around the traditional residents standing there.
Let's go. Oh, and the casual fit with the blindfold?
Sorry, that is so good.
Ooh! Ooh!
The wave of corpses is trying to swallow the Emilia residents whole. Even one such a servant rider cannot repel this onslaught on her own. Had it been only a single wave, she could have used her noble phantasm to sweep them away or petrify them with her mystic eyes. But this enemy is unlimited. Employing her noble phantasm or mystic eyes consumes large amounts of magical energy. She may hold the upper hand for a while, but as her reserves run dry, she will become unable to offer barely any resistance at all. Is that Sakura?
I think. Rider behind you.
Right as her flows, reacting to her master's
okay.
voice. She sounded so decisive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Her blade and the claws clash. She has nowhere to escape after leaping to the back. The corpses, having invaded over the stone walls, attack Ryder as if competing for an achievement. With her speed, she can slip through one or two of these claws easily. But these claws surround Ryder like a dense forest of spears.
Sakura? Oh!
Yeah!
Oh!
I have been waiting to fucking see this fucking outfit. To have you see this outfit.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
oh my
baby.
goodness!
Yeah, baby! The Sakura combat fucking mystic code.
Oh, it's peak?
The
Oh my god!
The previously unstoppable rider abruptly comes to a halt. The magic being employed now is by her master, Mato Sakura. Even Sakura is still a magus, and using magic once or twice shouldn't warrant any surprise. However, the kind performed just now was the one that Mato Sakura detests the most. Was it not taboo for her to draw on her innermost dark self, bearing her dark side akin to a blade?
We must not. It's still too early for you to use that, to use magic that weaponizes pure magical energy. I shall intercept them, so please maintain the field inside the house.
The anxious voice makes for another fatal opening. The swarm of the dead pounds on the still servant.
Es flüstert. Mein Nägel reißt Hause.
A vast shadow skewers the intruders as if they were mere fog, capturing and swallowing them to the world below. That is the side of her she should have possessed as a magus. The vortex of darkness has no trouble sweeping the dead back to where they came from, the underworld. To be able to bind opponents with invisible uncertainties, that is the special trait of the imaginary number magic.
That's so cool. Sakura. I'm fine. I can handle this much. Don't worry, Ryder. I've worked hard for the past 6 months.
Straining her voice with trying to encourage herself, she manages to keep her trembling legs and the body about to rip apart from their magic's recall in check.
I have never wanted to see anything more than this in my life.
Yeah!
I'm so happy.
Does she respect her master's decision and continue defending this place? Or does she take Sakura and flee somewhere? There's still time to escape. With her noble phantasm, Ryder can carry Mato Sakura to Shinto in the blink of an eye. In spite of that...
Ryder, concentrate on protecting the outer walls. I'll take care of the ones that break through.
She retains her faith in Sakura, who is now holding her ground desperately against the enemy, and turns to her own battlefield. Originally, Mato Sakura does not have the foundation to perform magic on her own. By forcing her own darkness, her magic circuits that can emit nothing but her shadow to the surface, she is able to function as a magus temporarily. By doing that, she's crushing the human side of her. In that state, she may well be swallowed by her dark side if her heart wavers even a little.
That's so cool!
Ashamed and fearful of that more than anything, she grits her teeth and continues on.
That's mustard. My niggle. It's okay, cool. I just looked at chat. Placer. There's no umlaut. There should be.
Thinking about it, this conflict could have been avoided. No, it should have been avoided to begin with. The remains of a servant enveloped the town. Night after night, these things were bursting out and overwhelming the place. Ryder sensed that immediately. But she did not put up a fight. They could simply pass those who were asleep. Indulge in sleep as usual, and they will disappear by the time the morning rolls around.
Satz, mein Blut widersteht Invasionen.
Every time she repeats her aria, she languishes more and more in pain. She spits out the words as if they were blood. I won't lose. A frail but powerful voice.
I won't lose here.
On this night, before they realized, Ryder and Sakura were alone in the Emilia residence to greet the midnight end. The ones who advance forward and the ones who defend. Saying nothing, they headed to their respective posts, leaving only Sakura behind. I won't lose. Despair Sakura felt when she realized it was excruciating. She was alone again. Having been left on the sidelines, away from danger, she was dejected at the thought of being the only one under protection.
I'm not done yet.
Thus she made her choice. To stay back here and fight. To protect the home of someone precious.
That's right. I wasn't left behind. I was entrusted with this place.
Even if she can't, she will still try to protect it to the bitter end. How could Ryder possibly pluck off this tiny emotion out of care for her master?
Street is frozen for me.
Oh no! Take your time.
Hang
No,
on, I
take
got
your
it.
time. Oh, this is so good.
Everything
I'm
sucks.
Take your time. If you need me to restart the stream, I can too.
Okay, was this Ryder or Sakura?
That is Ryder.
Well, we were, as a matter of fact, left behind. No! I forbid you to utter such disheartening words! Look, Ryder, the storeroom. Many of them are going there.
Not Shedkun! The purple
Not
serpent.
Shedkun.
The purple serpent slithers swiftly up the wall. Ryder intercepts the avalanche of attacking creatures. The black flame protects her back. As the only Magus remaining here, the girl that was left behind confronts the swarming corpses.
This is all I've ever wanted.
Their trivial defenses could probably last for another hour. Only 1 hour. This is but a drop in the bucket that will have no influence in the big picture. Sooner or later, the girl's determination will be swallowed by darkness. Unfortunately, these corpses lack any kind of intellect. If they could think, they could surely sneer at such desperate defense. They could realize there's nothing to be gained here and could concentrate on the front line instead.
Come up, Sakura!
Though she still has more than half of her strength and magical energy left, the girl is gradually forced into a corner. Which is no surprise. These overwhelming numbers come from an infinite sea of malice. Her mind could snap before her strength fades. That is the obvious conclusion. She feels as if under pouring rain. Mixing with the hail of sneers and killing intent, she begins to hear the sound of the unavoidable end, though she is unsure whether it is thunder or tremors. Not satisfied with the mere swarm of the dead, a battering ram hits her with the force of a runaway train.
Ryder.
Her purple lips form the word, run. With this, cremation follows the bitter fight. All that's left is to pray that her foolish determination could not be swayed by the shrieks on her deathbed. And then...
The sound.
And then... Let's smash them, Berserker!
Everybody's here!
As a new lead enters the stage, foolishness changes into reassurance.
Yeah! Yeah!
Loss! A violent, devastating force. The little girl and the giant mow down obstacles to their heart's content. With each swipe, corpses fly into the sky, and the Emilia residence loses more of its walls.
I love this. I love this so much. This is the best scene I have ever seen in my life.
It is hardly surprising that Ryder is at a loss for words. They no longer seem to be allies. The girl and the giant are here just to cause destruction.
I love this.
It's Sakura.
Why are you here?
Why? I couldn't stand the watch, so I decided to drop by.
The smug fucking face.
I know someone that I need to send this one to 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, I can't. I technically can. Just out of context.
I think you should.
Yeah. I got no plans to side with anyone, but it's unfair if things continue this way. That's why. A charming smile. Even now, as corpses are being pulverized around her, the little girl looks as if in the middle of a ballroom.
Unfair? Son, do you know who the enemy is?
No, we're at the bottom with all those details. I'm referring to you and Ren. Everything you've been saying is just so stupid. Defending this place to the end, was it? That's just no good, Sakura. That's why you can't win over Ren.
Hey.
Her words make Mato Sakura's mind go blank. Dumbstruck, her eyes are nothing but tiny dots, and yet, her spirit that had been about to break lifts up its head once more.
What do you mean by...
As long as you're on defense, you can't possibly win. Hey, did you know that Rin moved to the front line promptly and has been using the best bottle by herself? Instead of fruitlessly sticking to some place like here, she chose a more exciting and high-scoring position. That's all.
Isn't that also the most dangerous rather than high-scoring?
It's the same thing, but in the end, Ren's still only defending and not attacking too. Don't you think that's a little duel? Aren't you tired of being nice, Sakura? Don't you wanna go apeshit? Since we know where the stronghold is, it's way faster if we crush them there instead, and more importantly...
It's an even higher scoring spot than Nissan's?
Exactly! I'm going. I don't know if I can make it there, but I can just leave it to Ren alone. What will you do, Sakura? Will you come with us? A wordless reply. After hesitating, she gulps and looks back at the little girl. Well then, we are off. Let's go, Berserker! This is our only chance to shine! Don't hold back. Destroy anything standing in your way. Show them your strength. The runaway train picks up speed again. Following her guide, the giant plunges into the black snowy field. Destination is its source. They head towards the overflowing graveyard without knowing whether they will arrive there or not. Even if they cannot achieve their goal, the impact of their actions is no longer but a drop. It is a ripple that will now sway the big picture. Yeah, everybody!
This whole thing is our reward for having made it this far.
No! Oh, the interlude continues. A few lights glow in the dark. A resistance so small as to be immeasurable. They take upon themselves to stop the Dark Horde. In the end, it's nothing more than putting a band-aid on an open wound. The wound will not close. Despite all their efforts, they cannot stop the end from coming. No matter how desperately the bridge is being defended, there is no way to prevent the corpse from landing in Shinto. It has been 1 hour since the manifestation of the pandemonium. Creatures that penetrated their defenses scatter away like black dots and begin to roam around Shinto. The best of their efforts are still insufficient. That is the steep price for the peace and tranquility of everyday life. Thus, there is but a single way left. For the few teams of master and servants keeping the advancing corpse in check. Without the strength to fight against the entirety of the creatures, they will have no chance to greet the new dawn. That is too much to ask for. On this night, when almost everyone is asleep, where could such a savior be found? The loud choir of corpses sing of victory. Back to the start! Smiling, they rush toward the moon altar, the path winding all the way to the moon. But...
Stop.
Oh, stop. Can you be a little quieter at this hour? It's near their sleep and they won't be getting any with all of this racket. An impossible force exists here. Entering Shinto, the corpses head toward the tower. They couldn't possibly know. If the creatures that envelop the city are like a big wave, then he is like a typhoon. An incarnation of savagery itself, it could blow away anyone of a lesser will. That boy is enveloped in a peculiar scent. Silver ash is at its feet. Swirling aroma enshrouds the young man and the enemy like smoke. Hey, I won't ask what you are or where you're coming from, but good evening. Seeing such numbers come out at this hour, I wonder if there's a big festival or something going on. The voice stays exceedingly calm. In spite of the outpouring of creatures from the underworld rushing toward him, there is not a trace of timidity in him. Instead, his innocent visage, resembling that of an angel. Well, I'm not interested in whatever is going on. So you guys are all leaders? Yeah? You look as if mass-produced from the same cast. This is difficult. Leaders are supposed to take responsibility for these things, right? Meaning the whole lot of you need to be fired for the failures of the entire swarm? Some sort of ecological shift appears to take place. Having nothing but a simple objective in mind, the creatures are rapidly unifying around him. First and foremost, for their one common goal. Their instincts tell them that in order to take over the tower up ahead, they need to concentrate the violence here. And second, if all of you are leaders, then it can be helped. It's a pain, but I shall hold every single one of you responsible. And second, for the first time since their inception, they have begun to feel terrified of the enemy in front of them. The corpses stare among themselves, yet more of them gathered around the boy, encircling him ever so tightly. The central park is filled to the brim with corpses. The wasteland which was the last battleground of the Holy Grail War 10 years ago turns into hell once more. I guess where there's one Roach, there's bound to be more. Our counterfeit crafter and his master are doing well, but are just not a very good match for the enemy. Good grief. You guys are no army. You are disease. Multiplying endlessly even if just one of you remains. That is what I abhor the most. The storm accumulates into a mountain, striving to crush the boy from all sides. Once they swallow him, that will be the end of it. This unidentified being is still only a minor obstacle to them. They are the side of the invaders. That role will not change. Still, if it's an invasion, shouldn't occupying the tower be their final goal? The situation in Shinto is completely different from Miyama. While there will wear over 1,000 corpses to reach Shinto, it's still a relatively small number. In which case, shouldn't they be heading straight toward the tower and not... You don't know what you came here for? Hardly surprising for a bunch of bugs. You sure get lured out easily by the mere smell of some incense. It's way too much of a luxury for the likes of you, but since we're putting all manners aside tonight, there's no need for me to hold back. Yeah, Seeing as you lot are singing praises to hell already? A wicked grin spreads across his face. Elation and derision mixed together. A mountain of corpses towers overhead. Judgment is passed there and then. Like the passing of a squall, the invaders turn into endless scatter, shot and rush toward him, tearing him to pieces. That was a worthy curtain raiser, a desperate burst of worthless desire. It is all to read out the sin. A storm even greater than the Dark Invaders, the Golden Annihilator, has descended. Oh man! Wait, he's kinda hot with it, isn't he?
Yeah, of course he is. Why do you sound surprised? Hell yeah, the worst guy you've ever met just made a great point.
Imagine being made of shadows and Avenger-like qualities and not swallowing him up in one go, Mao. Yeah, and Enkidu, he's going all out. All forms of calamity that deny life.
Oh no, he's hot.
No, deny existence itself, gather in a rowdy mass before the king. Overwhelming truth befalls the corpses, screaming hell. It's showtime, Mea. An ugly job it may be for you, but this, too, is the duty of a forerunner. As one who knows the truth, bestow unto them this lesson. Obeying its master, the sword of rupture roars to life. This itself is the origin of all lands of the dead, the first memory of life. If they scream hell, then it creates hell. Before heaven and earth split, this land was made from lava and gas, a hell of both scorching heat and intense cold. This savagery was never recorded in the history that was passed on, but it was written in the genes unseen. That's right. Hell is where all life is not tolerated, the original form of this magnanimous planet.
Hey, that's cool as hell.
I am opening the path to the underworld. Scream all you want, corpses! Fear not, I won't keep you bored. This whim of mine is a once-in-a-lifetime occasion after all. I shall not skimp or hold back my treasures. Wager your lives and endure until the break of dawn. The eye of the storm isn't a center of windless tranquility, but a rift leading to hell itself. The corpses that had set foot in this realm plummet back into the nothingness from which they came. How could one expect the likes of the whales of the damned to stand up to the truth, born by the king of heroes himself? The great army of corpses that had formed Natsuhinto is thus destroyed. This cannot be called a battle. It is the wrath of nature itself. Oh, it's so cool! The distant thunder is without end, and the storm continues opening the path to the underworld. The storm that landed in Shinto is mopped up by a one-man army. It's a shame the servant never planned to destroy those creatures from the start. He attacks the swarm, but he shows not one bit of interest in the small fry scuttling toward the tower. This one-man army's objective is not to defend the tower, but rather to exterminate the irritating and noisy pests. He pays no attention to the lucky ones, creatures that beat the 1 in 1,000 odds to escape the raging storm and head downtown. And, as you might expect, his lucky enemies are still innumerable. If even one of them manages to reach the tower, the corpses will be permitted to exist. That is their greatest weapon. Oh. Thus ends the interlude. The innumerable army, whose overwhelming force should have guaranteed an unquestionable victory, finally breaks down to single units. Nevertheless, they're finally at their destination. The stairs leading to the moon. One last move. All they have to do is reach out and crawl up the wall. With that, everything will be brought to completion. Hurry, 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 hurry! Rushing along the midnight streets, they struggle to keep the tower in view. Looking at its peak, happiness starts spreading across their resentment-filled hearts. That is the joy of definite victory. The relief of surviving to the end. It doesn't matter how long or how far the traitor advances. Once they're here, the creatures will climb the steps and welcome the new corpse. However, the thousands of creatures that have penetrated all defenses in their path tilt their heads in confusion. They have already arrived. By now, their malice should have already bathed the tower in crimson red. Yet it remains solid black as it has always been. The only red is crawling on the ground, scattered around the tower. Oh, sword of promised victory rising in the background. The stampeding corpses stop. Silent whirlwind envelops the tower. There's no entry but the front door. The storm stands completely still in front of its majesty. Oh, numerous corpses, look yonder and prepare thyselves. Thou bears witness to the beauty of a dazzling sword, the embodiment of an unattained ideal, wrapped in an armor of azure and silver. Here.
God.
The true guardian stands, the absolute final defense. Enveloping this tower in an invisible shield is the wind of mystery, the sheath of her holy sword. Soldiers that made it start squeaking in excitement. There's only one way they have left. No, actually, from the very beginning, there's been no other way for these creatures. The corpses are now a swarm. They move onto the obstacle ahead of them. Instinct tells them there's nothing but defeat waiting for them, but aggression is what defines them.
I have not the slightest interest in what you are, fiends.
The knight does not move. There is not a trace of impurity in her shining sword. It is not the heavens her gaze is directed to, but to the corpses in front of her.
I will not order you to leave. This is where I embrace the wish of my master and fulfill it according to my conviction. If you resent this wish, then our stance is clear.
Her flowing voice is fierce yet calm. No one can possibly know just how much emotion was put into those words. It's like how he did not bid farewell to her. She keeps it concealed in her heart.
She's so cool. These steps are only for those who honor the future. I'm unworthy of stepping onto them myself. Neither are the fiends before me. Should you fail to accept that in your arrogance,
No room for hesitation. He is not the only one lowering the curtain. Everyone who gathered and fought on this night, for the sake of the future they wish for, they discard the solution.
come now, show your desperation. This blade of mine shall respond to your pitiful challenge.
Oh my god! Them up!
That's so cool!
Oh my god! It's the sickest thing I've ever seen! The golden light drives back the encroaching black pollution. Those who walk the sky may never know of the stars glittering on Earth. With this, the interlude comes to an end. Albeit quivering dark red still looms over the tower. Bright sun rays will surely dispel the darkness in the end.
Holy shit.
There are no more stargazers left among those fighting on the ground. Their wills, meetings, and pottings will all end on this night. And now, one whose heart has long since fulfilled its role watches over the sluggish end of the reproduction that took place in this boundary field. There is nothing left to say. A shining, upside-down comet shoots toward the outside. He sees off the spider's thread, unreliable and frail, yet which managed to reach all the way to the end. One approaches. Like that, the path continues, even now. I do not fear for my crumbling limbs. The only thing that frightens me is losing sight of those pieces I yearn for. I don't want to lose the light and return to the monster that I was. Now then, time to go grant a single wish in exchange for her dream. Thus I return to this place, an empty place, the outside of the world which does not allow any being to exist or think as I am doing right now. In my infinitely vast yet consequentially small, nostalgic home, neither time nor space can exist. However, now, there seems to be something like coordinates here. Since I exist here like this, it's natural for there to be spatial positions. Those coordinates connect 2 points of light. The horizon exists, relying on the entrance and exit of the void. Take a step forward. The scene in front of my eyes makes my heart ache. The thing I must destroy. A one-time only, miraculous mistake. The Holy Grail, with only one blank space left within it. The last spectator is standing in front of the crystallization of the ordinary days born in this void. The contractor of the Holy Grail. The only human who continues to sleep in this place. As an enemy, sharing the same wish yet hoping for a different result, she is protecting this Holy Grail. Yo! Since it's the first time you've seen me in this form, I guess a nice to meet you is in order. Good to see you looking well. I raise my hand without getting any closer. This is as close as we're going to get to each other. That's due to the emotional distance which already separates us. You okay, Hon? Oh no, it happened again.
Did it?
Yeah, you were completely cut off for a second there, you're back. Hi.
Hello. Stop, Avenger. If you go any further, I will kill you.
And there is also the physical problem of being killed if I go any closer. That'd be that inconvenient for me. See, now that I've come here with this body, I can't go back. So there are only two options. We can either keep up this staring contest forever, or I get killed again and go back down below.
In that case, I'll kill you here. You've already dissolved yourself in my Holy Grail war. I will do as I like. You should just continue granting the wish with that body of yours.
So that was your aim. Since I'm not getting involved with the winner of the 5th Holy Grail War, don't get involved in my battle either. That's what she is proposing. So you're going to kill me either way then? I've been dying like it's going out of style up until now though. Aren't you afraid that I'll run out of revives soon?
That won't happen. As long as there is empty space in this Holy Grail, you will be brought back to life without limit. Still unseen developments, the still unseen future itself is your driving force. You return down below and don't come here again. You can continue on forever. That's right. You can continue on forever, so why?
Her reddish-brown eyes show her irritation. Leave this place. If you don't leave here, I will just remove you by force. Your unwavering hostility conveys that as it assails me. Man, just step aside without us fighting.
Same to you. Do I need to kill you before you'll understand?
Wait to play dirty. You know I can't fight you. If I knew it was gonna end up like this, I'd have made you use up your command spells while I had the chance.
Judging by your tone, it seems you still don't intend to give up. Avenger, I really don't understand what you're thinking. Even if the same things keep repeating, we can stay alive here. This is precisely the reality we wished for. So why? Why are you trying to do something that will kill you?
Speak for yourself. I was a boy from the beginning. Makes no difference to me whether I live or die.
It's the same for both of us. If this wish ends, then both you and I will disappear. I don't want that to happen. I don't want to die. I don't care about the world, the reality outside. You don't want to return to the void to the void you once were, either, right?
The Holy Grail rumbles. Her feelings are a form of impact in themselves. Half of this place is hers. Even though I'm the driving force that keeps the Holy Grail spinning, she has the advantage when it comes to power. I lost the ability to destroy the Holy Grail with brute force a long time ago. There's only one way to stop this wish. She refuses it to let it stop, and my heart, which in truth wants to agree with her. I have to lower the curtains completely on both of those. Sure, cause I want to continue living for a little longer, but, you know, I wouldn't be satisfied if I don't right what's wrong. This wish is wrong, right? So I have to stop it. I'm a hero of justice, you see. I value others who I don't even care about over myself. Dumbstruck, she stares at me. Believe me, the feeling's absolutely mutual.
I can't believe it. Are you sane?
Yup. Looks like I'm really sane and serious about this. Seriously, this guy's a total monster. I shrug. But I can't help it. That's the kind of human I became. And that's the kind of human I've repeatedly gone through these ordinary days as. I couldn't agree with that way of thinking right until the end, but after steadfastly following through with it until today, I can at least accept it just this once. Well, that's how it is. I really don't like it, but I'm okay with one guy like that being around.
そういうわけなんで
Well, that's the gist of it. So won't you let me destroy the Holy Grail?
身勝手な願いは
Let's put an end to that selfish wish of yours.
違う。
No,
それはあなたの考えじゃ
those aren't your real thoughts.
本当の
That isn't
あなたの
your
願い
true
じゃない
self's wish.
そんな見栄を張らないでよ。
Don't act so brave.
ここで止めたら
If you stop things here,
本当のあなたは
the real you won't be saved.
何一つ救われない。
That's right, you can be saved.
本当の俺なんてもともといないんだ
There never was a real me from the beginning, though.
まあいい
Well,
じゃ
whatever.
あこっちから聞く
Then
け
let
ど
me ask you instead. Why are you so dead set on holding on to this wish?
あんたが言うように
If you stay here, could you be saved like you said? She doesn't reply. Naturally, if she was the kind of woman that could reply instantly here, she couldn't be looking for salvation in the first place.
春はここにいる限り
I have a reason.
私はこう
As long as I'm here, I can continue to exist like this.
死なないだけだ
That just means you won't die. That's not salvation.
でも
But it's easier living here. Compared to the world filled with only harshness outside, it's a little...
少しは
変わらないだろ
It's the same. In case you forgot, I've been your partner for a long time. I know quite well how awkward you are.
このまま続けば
If things stay like this, you will keep suffering until the end of time. She distrusts herself. She feels guilty toward everyone around her. She can boast of specializing in certain area more than anyone else, yet in the end, believes that she can't accomplish anything. The harder she trains, the harder she tries, the more she's forsaken by those around her. This sense of defeat is the scar on this woman's heart, never leaving her since the day she was born.
でも
But there's nothing else you can do besides striving to do your best.
孤立する無様さ
The unsightliness of not striving is harder for you to bear than the unsightliness of being alone.
そうして
And so,
あんたは
even though you're strong, you're tormented by the humiliation of always being the lowest.
その克服は
You
ここ
couldn't overcome that even here.
そうだろ
I'm right, aren't
ど
I?
んなに勝ち残
No
り
matter how much you won and fought on, no matter how many masters you defeated,
あんたは一度も
you couldn't feel proud of yourself.
思えなかった
Not even once.
それはあなただって
That goes for you as well.
You can only hate. You can only devour all the things you love.
言っとくけどさ
Let me tell you, lady, it's impossible no matter where you go. That misery can never be erased. That's a burden humans carry until they die.
あんたのついてない
What makes you particularly unlucky is that you happen to meet a guy you thought you could dump your emotional baggage on. She really does have shitty luck with men. That priest was just a mirror that reflects and magnifies the burdens that people trust him with. He wasn't to blame. Her weakness in trying to obtain comfort by leaving the burden to him just ended up being the cause of her defeat in the end.
その荷物は誰も持ってやる
Nobody can carry that burden for you. You gotta carry it yourself.
人間に支え合う
The only thing people can support for each other isn't their burdens, but their bodies when that weight's on the verge of breaking them down. And unluckier still, this woman was an intensive training freak, so much that she could somehow support herself alone. That's why she's never had the experience of collapsing. She mistakenly believes that this burden, this anguish, is something that someone else will support for her.
苦悩は誰にも理解されない
No one's gonna understand your anguish. It's the same in here and out there.
いいか
Listen, there's no such thing as salvation here. There is only suffering.
目を覚ませよ
Wake up, master. Do you want to keep suffering here for eternity in exchange for not dying?
苦しみ続ける気か
じゃあ何
So what?
あなたの言い分だと
Are you saying that I'll be living my whole life like a loser?
みたいじゃなくて
No, like a loser? I'm saying you are one. You got stabbed in the back, so you hold yourself up in here as a loser. As long as you feel that way, you will be suffering forever.
Enough! Traitor! 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 Isn't this place your wish? Then I don't mind even if it's nothing but pain for me. The outside world is the same anyway, at least to me.
The same. The woman says that continuing to live is hard. That's wrong. Didn't you understand how tough life is since you were born? That way of being is what made me side with her. This woman is weak. I have no complaints about her abilities, but her existence itself is too fragile. Possessing doubts about one's existence is a fatal flaw. A mind that is on the verge of dying at any moment. A pessimism that might lead her to cutting her wrist if she weren't always bracing herself. However... But you still made it this far, didn't you? Sure, you were awkward and clumsy, but you always did your best to become someone even a little better. Pushing hard in spite of being weak, you struggled to improve yourself any way you could. You continued breathing despite the pain up until now. You don't acknowledge your pride in that. And who else will?
Stop it. I've heard enough of your opinions. Don't talk so high and mighty while ignoring your own problems. You don't even see me. Your eyes can't even see anything anymore.
The woman shakes her head. She refuses to discard her wish. Like a child throwing a tantrum, believing that everything will really end if she loses the argument here.
It's not just your eyes, you can't even see yourself. I don't want to die either, but... the regret has to be incomparable to mine. You wanted to just have fun forever. You didn't even want to fill in the gaps because you knew that you would return to the void. And yet you kept those ordinary days moving. But for you, that means...
She really is dense. Like I keep saying, I'm bored of that stuff. I can see, huh? What about you? Can't you see me properly?
I see only a shadow. We're already fading away into nothingness.
You're right. That's how it should be. Don't be mistaken, Master. This body, this character, was born by wearing the shell of a Miyashiro. I'm nothingness to begin with. I don't have attachments or regrets. I was just a thing that couldn't think or do anything from the start. That's why it's of no concern to me if I return to the void.
You're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying! I won't be fooled. I won't abandon you. Continue granting my wish, Avenger. Even if you're tired of it, even if you can no longer create any more new events, if you're telling me to continue fighting alone, I'll do it. There are still gaps remaining, right? That are fine, even if they're small, as long as there's still something to be seen.
Keep this world turning. Keep going through those golden days. Keep experiencing that which I never could obtain, yet should have originally been given to me. Just to know when to quit. Sorry, but that's the one wish I can't grant. Let's quit wasting time here. I take a step forward. What a joke. In the end, Vazette didn't even try to stop me. In short, she's so angry because...
Stop. You're still moving forward even though you know you'll return to being a corpse. Even though you can
even though you can repeat the fun times as many times as you want if you remain here.
Yes, return, return! It's this obstructive thought that's continuing the wish. If I so much as said the word, then it could have broken long ago.
しくはなかっ
Didn't you enjoy yourself?
た。私は
I
楽し
did.
かった。
It was painful, but in the end, even the pain
その苦
was...
しさも結局は
More. And the rest is simple. I'm already tired of this, so I just need to put my obvious conclusion into
結
words.
局は生きてこその喜びだった。
In the end, that pain was the joy of living.
あんな虚無に戻りたいはず
I know you don't want to return to that void.
ここは
This place isn't my wish at all.
アンリマユ。
I'll
世
remind
界
you,
は
this world was your dream.
聖杯戦争を続けようとしたのが
Continuing the Holy Grail War was my wish, then these peaceful, ordinary days were...
No. Wait. A dream that has passed. It can't continue anymore. No matter how fun it is. I fill all the gaps.
そうだ
No.
な。
No.
けど、
No.
もう大抵
That's right,
しちゃった
but-
から
I'm already tired of it all. For the sake of something new. I'll always be here.
終わりでも見てみないと。
Might as well at least see how it ends. Much ugly lies.
Oh, man. Oh,
The tension disappeared. What a shame. I can see what expression she's making now.
本当に
you really are.
諦めろマスター。
Master, give it up.
これで跡形もない
With this, I'll vanish without a trace.
俺や
No matter what either of us wish for,
この世界
this world is at an end. A voice which asks why. Jeez, I explained it all just now, so what's she asking me for, huh?
崩れるぞ。
Of course it will
完成した
collapse.
んだから
Once something is made complete, all that's left is for it all to fall apart, right?
俺も
Once everything becomes nothing, you and I will just vanish along with it.
どうしてなくなるってことはゼロでしょ
Why?
虚無
To become nothing is to become zero, right? You said that as long as there is nothingness, you can revive countless times.
それは1があった
That's only as long as there's a one. There's nothing that's born out of complete nothingness.
1は
One uses zero as an empty space to flow through.
けどゼロはね
But if one doesn't exist, then zero can't become anything at all. And there is no concept of one inside me. Everything flows through the void. But the void never partakes in those new events.
I see.
これで終わりな
So
の
this is the end. I experienced so many events, but in the end, I couldn't learn anything from them.
何も学べなかったなんて
A gentle voice. She's a little afraid, but as far as people resolved to die go, she's doing a great job of acting
それ
prepared.
は今後の課題ということ
That will be your homework from now on then. Well, the whole thing was like an illusion from the start. Can't really expect a prize that you can't bring back with. Ah. I see. So I can leave that behind at least. Despite everything, I am still her servant that existed and lived for half a year. I'll make wriggle room for that at least.
アベンジャー
Avenger?
いや
Nah, I was just thinking to myself.
それより
More importantly, what's happening to the Holy Grail?
長くは持たないでしょ
It won't last long, I think.
亀裂が走って
Cracks are running along its surface at several places.
I see. In that case, this body should be satisfied as well.
化け物め
Stupid monster.
じゃねえな
You really are insane. Just once, I saw the dream of a stupid man. Unfortunately, his way of life makes me want to hurl, but I'm grateful that I had the chance to become that warped human being. A way of living completely opposite to mine. A form of an ideal that everyone dreams of and eventually discards when they decide its hypocrisy is evil. That foolish naivety. I probably yearned for it at least once.
よし
Alright,
さあ
come
一緒
on.
に帰ろう
Let's get back to our respective places, Master.
このために作り上げた
I completed it for this. Gonna make sure it all disappears nice and tidy in the end.
アベンジャー、お互いの場所といっても、
Avenger,
私はどうしていいか。
you say to our respective places, but what am I supposed to do?
このまま、あなた
This
と
rate,
共に
I'll
消える
disappear
のか
along with you in the Holy Grail.
そこまで付き合うことはない
You don't have to follow me that far. Look,
あんたは
you take the entrance there and I'll take the exit in the other direction.
ここで根性の
This will be our final farewell. I point toward the horizon. The entrance is the world after this. In other words, the fifth day. The exit is the world before this. In other words, the void.
What?
Why? Was it asking surprise? It shouldn't need to be said though.
あんた生きてるか
Well, because you're alive.
死んでない人間は
And cross over to the other side if you're not dead, right? Her breath seems to catch in her throat. Well, when you're told that all of a sudden, I guess it's hard to believe.
待ってください。私は
Please wait, I'm certainly...
死んでないよ
Not dead. Your wish was not to die, right? I granted it. That's all.
あの時のあんたは
At the time, you were in a state of suspended animation. I've been keeping you preserved in that state for half a year.
Oh,
And what's after that? The woman from the church found Bazette in the secret chamber, and you sought to go and oh so generously treat her, which complicated things. If she hadn't showed up, things could have... Nah, they couldn't have continued much longer. It seems Bazette's body was at its absolute limits. If that woman hadn't discovered her, this 4-day cycle probably could have suddenly come to an end one day. Even if I had continued acting as a life support machine, Bazette's body might not have been able to last in that state longer than half a year.
でも
but...
知ってるか
Hasn't anybody ever told you? Only the living can bring back the dead. If you were as dead as I am, then you wouldn't have been able to summon me.
呼ぶなんてできないんだよ
That's right. The wishes of the dead cannot be granted. It's always the breath of life which causes things to happen. Even if the deceased were to be granted life once again, without a doubt, the dead cannot bring back the dead. Wasn't that the first thing I was told? The only ones that can ever call forth a miracle are the living. I hear something. For a place that should have hurried off to take its curtain call and dissolve away, it's doing pretty well to hang in there for us.
急げ
Hurry up.
道はないぞ
The path won't stay there forever. It's almost dawn outside too. If you escape through there, you will reach the 5th day, just like you always dreamed of.
でもあなたは
But then you...
いいから早く
Just hurry up and get going. You told me to grant my own wish, right?
願いを叶えろってなら立ち止まるな
And don't stop. If you stay here, my wish won't be granted.
叶わなくなる
That's all I wish for. What a boring
無理
sentiment.
ですいきなり生きている
I
などと言わ
can't.
れても
Even if you suddenly tell me I'm alive, what am I supposed to do?
大体
In the first place, you're the one who said that the outside is the same as in
こ
here.
のまま現実
Even
に
if I
戻って
return to reality like this, I...
今まで通りにやってい
Just
け
keep
ばろ
doing what you've been doing. I may have had a lot to say about it, but I've got no complaints about your way of life itself. You should just keep living like a nervous wreck the way you always have. Oh, God.
What
あ
a
の
dick.
若神父も言ってたじゃないか
Didn't that stupid priest say it too? If you reach a dead end, cross the
それ
ocean.
は正
That's the right way. Vazette, the world's still going. Even if you're on the verge of death, even if you're writhing in the final throes of agony, you're still living even now. Herb is going to last that off as hopeless? As having no future? If the host is still struggling to live, it's absurd for the parasite to give up. If there's still life remaining, there should still be plenty of things that can be accomplished. I don't care whether those things are good or bad. I can't pass judgment on living beings running through the present anyway. All life runs without receiving any reward in order to have their value acknowledged by those that follow after them.
That's unfair. If you say that, then I can't say anything in return.
Think of it as a grudge. We demons are naturally dishonest, you see? So I deceive people with sweet talk. I grin broadly. I hope the shadow maid in my shape can actually express that smile.
I didn't know that you were a demon.
Just a little energy returned to her voice. Say what? Angramani is the name of a great and terrible demon, I'll have you know.
That's true. But you don't seem like such an important person at all.
I hear a strained laugh. Jeez, for a wimp who retorts her at least her first rate. My lovely master seems to have begun gazing at the distant entrance that lies at the root of this place.
But now I believe you. Telling me to return to the outside world can't be anything other than sweet talk. In short, you're just telling me to continue suffering, right?
You got it! I kept it a secret, but I actually loved seeing you struggle.
My oh my, you truly are a servant that's quite bad at keeping secrets.
That was the best farewell I could wish for. Looks like I enjoyed this relationship of ours. I'm sure that's the reason why I accompanied her without violating or killing her. That's why I wanted a farewell like this at the very end. We'll part in the same manner as our relationship has always been. If there's one thing we haven't done, it's only the fact that we never fought while covering each other's backs right until the end. Oops, chit-chat ends here. I don't really mind if you don't go, though. I'll be taking my leave first.
Don't worry, for the time being, I won't stand still either. But there's something I want to ask you before that. I'm asking you this seriously, so please do your best to answer as well.
She sounds nervous, wondering what she could possibly be holding back at this late hour. I tilt my head in curiosity.
Why? Why did you choose someone without any redeeming features like me? Just as you said, I am a weak and boring human.
An awkward question indeed. You really don't get it, huh? Listen, that's what's good about you. I like that weakness of yours. You're self-loathing, and you'll never be able to like yourself, and you know it. But you still struggled on, wanting to become someone even slightly better than before. Awkward people like that aren't half bad, if you ask me. I like people that move forward for their own sake, regardless of how it turns out.
Not for someone else's sake, you mean?
That's right. Leave that kind of thing to people who can afford it. You should try being a bit more self-aware of how much you've got your hands full just taking care of yourself. You really are an idiot, you know? I hear a noise get caught in her throat. I can't tell if she's holding back a yell or a laugh.
I get it. In other words, you helped me, because I'm just another inconsequential human.
Yeah? It's precisely because you're such an ordinary human, precisely because you were so weak, that you are an irreplaceable light to me.
I understand. I'll go along with your whim then.
それでいい。
That's my girl. Well then, shall we go our separate ways at the same time?
Yes, let's leave with our backs to each other. Somehow, I feel like I'll slap you if I see your face now.
She speaks with a bright voice. At the very end, I accomplished what I couldn't before.
大丈夫かな。
Think that will work?
俺、
Do I even have a back?
You do. Now turn around. God, that's beautiful.
We're back to back now. I don't feel any sensation of contact, but I'm sure she's behind me. I can no longer feel warmth or anything else for that matter, but my joy-filled heart is still alive and working. Yes, I do.
じゃあ行くぞ。
Well, I'm off.
You're so impatient. So you've come this far, let's start off at the same time. We'll start running after a 3-second countdown.
Like sprinters, with a prep signal gun in each of our hearts. 3. I take a deep breath.
Don't try to get a head start and start running before the 3 seconds are up. This isn't a competition after all.
2. I enjoyed that typical anxiousness of hers. You underestimate me. If it were me, I'd run away at the first second. By the time my opponent was waiting for the 3rd second, I'd be long gone. 1. I retort just like usual.
That's true. As for me, I'm waiting out the 3-second count. After waiting out the 3-second countdown, I'd shoot an opponent that did that in the back.
A loud laugh. 0.
I'm not crying, you're crying. That's so beautiful.
My vision is filled with nothing but the void. There is no trace of the happiness I felt from behind me. I hear a crumbling sound. That sound will also probably return to the void soon. I run. Not hurriedly, just at an average pace right until the end. I could have felt the wind on my face a few hours ago, but now no longer receive such external information. Sooner or later, these thoughts will chip away as well. The tremors that can just barely be heard are merely the sound of everything crumbling now. In that case, this sound must be something happening inside me. I run. If I remember right, the exit was over here. Should have properly checked when I could still see. Within the sound of the fluttering fragments, I hear the commotion I once went through. My legs are on the verge of stopping, but I keep them moving. I hear the sound of lives blooming everywhere and see the sunny spot where I once was. My legs are on the verge of stopping, but I keep them moving. I head toward the exit. With unseeing eyes, I run through the midst of the fragments of those ordinary days that I yearned for more than my own annihilation. I just wanted to see something new. It's like how my previous self wished for her revival. I wanted to know even one more of those many ordinary days. And if that meant returning to being me, while knowing that death was 10 seconds away, I sought the light 1 second after. I run, There's no distance in this void. I don't walk towards it and struggle on to reach it, then I won't reach it for an eternity. I lost sight of the light of the exit when my sight returned to the void. There's nowhere for me to go. Now that I have returned to the void from whence I came. But even so, against those closed eyelids, it still feels dazzling. Even while collapsing, the world continues to revolve. I feel grateful and glad for the time spent. I bid farewell to the people who were with me. Thank goodness. It seems there's an exit even for someone like me. There's a difference between ending and not continuing, my previous self once said. If I borrowed hope in those words, it seems that by ending, I can finally see the continuation. I won't come to a halt and remain stopped forever here. Even if I disappear, I will aim for what lies next. For that reason, I filled up the void that composed me and completed a single picture. For that reason, I will return to the void that is me and complete the picture of the world. Though I can no longer see that picture, I hope that this picture will be beautiful to everyone. I run. Stars shine. The destination is certain. This torn apart body is only moving forward through willpower. It's alright. There's nothing that can be reached. Even if the things I dreamed of stop and lose their light, they feel dazzling to my eyes. Lastly, I say goodbye to my current self. Now then, let's go see the continuation of the end. I know that it's just my imagination and that it isn't such a good place, but for now, I walk toward that dazzling light.
Yeah.
The bright light of the sun strikes my eyelids. As I start to regain consciousness, I can hear trees rustling in the cold wind that brushes against my skin. Blood slowly begins to circulate again, spreading warmth through my entire body. I've just awoken from a long sleep. I lift myself off the sofa. With my body and mind left unused for a long time, I hear a creak every time I move. To be honest, it hurts. Moving my arm and even just thinking is painful. Yet the sensation is also accompanied by pleasure. It's pain that I've forgotten. I've come to accept it a little more than before. Seems it can still operate, such as it is. My left arm doesn't move, but it was not there in the first place. Seized by a sudden urge, I cradled the lost arm against me. It's a shame I lost it, but there's nothing I can do. I shall think of a way to keep on living as before in this state without averting my eyes. I begin to feel dizzy under the intense sunlight beating down on me. For an instant, warmth makes me lower my guard. You awake now, master? A voice comes from behind. A voice I had never heard before, yet I feel deep affection for it. I turn around and the words trail off. There's no one there. There was nothing there to begin with. Let's continue. The owner of that voice, one that always talked back to me so casually, does not exist. Up from the sofa and toward the corner of the room. There, right in the spot where that someone used to be. Like a farewell gift. Something has been left behind.
It's completed with all the pieces.
A simple, nondescript white flower. Countless times he attempted to finish it and failed. A piece missing in the center. A puzzle that can never be perfectly complete. And by filling the void that was himself, he has finally finished it.
バカな男だ。こんなもん
The foolery man you are. This is the sort of thing you can get anywhere.
All sorts of scenes. The most insignificant, worthless patterns. And yet, that's what he viewed as something irreplaceable. Something that will not be praised. Something that nobody will stop to notice. That's the simplistic beauty that he left here. A single drop runs down my cheek. The core of my brain starts to burn. I realize that people can cry with joy, something I never learned as a child. Both regret and gratitude squeeze my chest. I feel heat at the corners of my eyes as I think of my regret for a better way that might have existed. And the days that I've spent in the company of that servant.
さあ聖杯戦争を
Let's continue the Holy Grail War, Bazette. This time for sure. Your wish. It's just my imagination. This is the kind of relationship he wished for, right until the very end. And I, knowing that, was able to carry on somehow. Did I do my part well? Not as a tragic separation, but as partners that do not trust each other going their own separate ways, just as he hoped for. If I did, I can say farewell with my head held high. That vain show-off of a man with his worthless, meager pride. We were able to keep it until the end. I'm sure we were the best partners there could be.
それじゃあこれで。さよなら。
I guess this is the end. Goodbye, Avenger.
Sun is high. It's probably around noon. I check my belongings, and I notice that one left-hand leather glove is missing. Sticky fingers, or maybe just timidity? If you're going to take one, just go ahead and take a set. I got a ton of things to do. I went missing for 6 months. If the Holy Grail War is over, then I've most likely been written off as dead.
もう何にせよ。まず
Well,
は
first
私
you
を
have
手
to
配しない
arrange
と
for an artificial limb.
The association could have long since erased my position by now, and I have plenty to worry about just figuring out what to do from here on.
今
What was that
何か
just now?
I heard a sound, something that definitely wasn't the chirping of birds outside. Honestly, I've really let myself go in these few months. Curiosity winning over my sense of danger, I quietly walk up to the window. What I heard was a set of footsteps. I see a boy and a girl that I remember from somewhere, climbing the hill and coming out through the trees.
ここが噂の幽霊屋敷
So this is the so-called haunted house, huh? But it sure is lacking in the haunted department.
別に調べ
Do
る
we
必要
really
ない
have
じ
to
ゃない
check it out?
ここまで来て何
What are you saying now? We've come too far to turn back. Besides, you're the one who said we should come for a look once everything calmed down. Or what? You getting scared now?
そんな
No
こと
way!
あるか
It will take more than a ghost or two to scare me now.
今更怖くもない
いい返事ね。
Good answer. Well, let's get a move on. I'm actually quite interested in this place
私は
too.
ここには興味があったんだ。
The boy and the girl walk up to the entrance, chatting all the way. For some strange reason, I don't feel the will to fight at all now. If anything, a childish urge to set up a prank comes first. Should I, as the rumor goes, play the part for a bit? I'm sure they will be delighted. And as I'm contemplating, I hear the key turn in the door lock.
考える時間はないか。
Given much time to think, am I?
さて、はじめの挨拶
Okay
は
then.
どんなも
I
の
wonder
が
what
ふさわし
kind
い
of
かな。
greeting it should be.
My face broadened into a grin. I stand at the window, waiting for the visitors. Let's continue, he said. Right now, that much is enough. I may not have an answer for the time being, but there's nothing wrong with running on in shameful worry. I'm sure it will be as painful as it always was, but there will be a little bit of joy too.
まずは海を渡ったこの町で
I'll start in this town.
あ
Now
なた
that
が
I've
繰り
crossed
返し
the
た日
ocean,
常を見てきます
I shall go and see the ordinary life that you saw every day.
My thoughts drift toward the future. The merry sound of footsteps is getting closer. Saying goodbye to the non-existent 4 days that only I knew. I greet the start of the fifth day on my new life. Days come, days go. We still chase the star, weaving the past memory into beautiful tapestry. The endless 4 days have ended once and for all. From now on, the story is for you to create. Thanks, and let us part this hollow Ataraxia. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay.
So like, that's the best, right? Like that is the absolute fucking like. Oh, that is the best piece of Nasuverse media I have consumed.
I didn't. I would.
Nasu, you son of a bitch, you did it again.
That was the most beautiful ending that this pair of novels could have possibly had. That is the most satisfying, beautiful, everything has been explored conclusion that there could have possibly been to this. I am astounded by the quality here.
Yeah.
Oh, my heart. Oh my god.
God.
Fuck.
God. Fuck.
So beautiful.
Ooh. I am so curious about Fate Extra CCC. I need it. For the sake of something new. Thank you, Wait. I'm sure it's what Angramine you could have wanted. For me to suffer a little bit. Thank you.
I'm a big fan of it.
Of my suffering?
Yes?
Please? Promise? Oh.
A celebratory stoning.
Experiencing this again after being in the Fate community for so long, much longer than you had been back in college, really made this a lot more impactful than before, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Thank you.
Hear me out. What if we did something for the sake of something new? This has been an absolute blast to go through with you. Thank you guys so much for being here. I am moved. I'm like processing. I don't even know where to start expressing my feelings right now, because wow, my feelings.
It's like... Oh my god, it's so good, though. It's so good, right? Oh my god.
God
almighty.
Oh, the earrings and the slider puzzle on the table.
As the last images. Man! Thanks, and let us part this whole Ataraxia.
Is there an after credits? There's gotta be, right?
Oh.
Oh, that's beautiful.
New fucking background, baby! So we do have technically extra scenes and an epilogue that happen, like, after more things, but like we need to like see everything. Like there's a few extra bits of content, but I think that's the perfect spot to leave it today, right?
Okay. We're certainly not done.
We have many things to go through, but in itself, there's just there's just more scenes that we have not seen yet. I've heard that a few new things unlock after the ending. And now we get to learn Hanafuda. Shut the fuck up.
Fuck.
Let me check 1 second. 98%, baby. It's so close.
We did it. And here we are.
Bonus wrap-up stream, maybe even 2 bonus wrap-up streams, depending on like the completion percentage and what may need to be unlocked.
It's gonna take us some time to get through the H scenes anyways.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to voice porn with you. Again.
Yeah, I still need to edit the highlights for the fade route.
True.
I haven't like had the It is summer. My door remains open like 24/7, so it is difficult for me to actually take time to edit that couldn't be at any point seen.
Yeah, I understand that.
So that's a bit of a problem. It's a bit of a problem.
I'm very excited though. We still need to figure out how the voices are going to be divvied up because there's some logistical concerns with several of them, I think.
Listen. We did mention that for the one where it's for the Ren scenes, you are going to be voicing Ren.
We did agree that we were going to swap.
And if anything else happens that is like inconvenient, we'll divide it. But I have been Shiro and the narration the entire way through. I need to do the boy sounds. I am pretty good at doing Shiro sounds, whether it's in pain or something else. I think
that is true. I have the more masculine range, I think, of the two of us, but for consistency's sake.
Oh, right, yeah. So the Hanafuda game has like characters you go against and like extra little silly bit of story. Apparently, it's the first depiction of Jong Zoken, and there's some Kirei and Karen content in the Hanafuda.
I think I need to see it.
Also, a Caster Hot Springs CG. Okay, fine. I will learn Hanafuda. Are you fucking happy?
Fine. Think just swapping to Rin should cover us pretty well? Yeah, probably. Because the only other one I know about, I'll be pulling double duty here, but that's well within my abilities.
1 second, there is one last thing. I have a zip file that I got alongside the Fate Holo Ataraxia files and this specific translation, which is a zip file called Open After Finishing the Visual Novel.
Oh.
So I am opening this
That's
now.
so fucking ominous.
I am opening this now that it's here to see what the fuck it is. It may just be actually the assets. It may just be the assets. That's a really big folder actually. Wait, that's a gigabyte and a half. My Holo Ataraxia art. Oh, that's cute, actually. Okay, first of all, I do want to show this here in chat. So the pack was given to me by the wonderful Arukana.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah, and the first of the 2 folders in this is called My Holo Ataraxia Art. So I'm going to now use this one here to showcase everybody. Okay. The first one that we have is no. Okay, fine, understood. We can drag and drop. Open here, open here, open here, open here. Here. This is the first part. It's the first one given. That's a Baguette, or favorite character from Holo Ataraxia.
I am at a brief delay. Give me a moment here.
It's Baguette.
Why am I 20 seconds behind? That's stupid.
It's
Baguette!
It's Baguette!
Oh, it's Baguette!
It's Baguette!
That's delightful.
The next one given is Karen. Oh, that is a big one too. 1 second. This is her fan art of her at the stairs. Ah, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
Okay. It's still being resized on my end. One moment.
One
That
moment.
is so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty.
Yeah. The next one.
I'm tearing up.
Yeah. It is the completed picture, the completed puzzle, which I'm sending to you separate so you don't have to wait for it on your end.
Thanks, Lexi. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love the puzzle piece so goddamn much.
Yeah. The next one is also a pretty big one here. Wow, that's a really, really big one. Let me resize it. 1 second. 1 second. Man, you are huge. But, oh, that is a really beautiful one once I get it on screen. And I'm going to send it individually at you in the meantime.
Thanks,
That is
bitch.
Sakura in
Oh,
the princess
the
outfit.
princess fit. Oh. Oh.
And the last one, which may be the most important image in this little pack that she sent me.
I love that outfit so much.
Angrapog. Angrapog.
That's vile.
Angrapog.
I hate it like affectionate.
Everyone go check Arukana BT on Twitch. She is a wonderful fairy streamer and she's a good friend of ours. The other thing is spoilers and extras. That is the Fate Holo Ataraxia material scans. It's the scans of the concept art for all of Holo Ataraxia given. And a folder with the entire soundtrack to Holo Ataraxia.
Oh, Autum.
Oh, including the cover pictures for Holo Ataraxia. Oh, that's... Oh, I'm going to open this one specifically 1 second because that is really pretty. One moment.
Bet.
Here.
I just keep staring at the Agrapog. It's really distracting.
Here they are. Everybody. Everybody. All the girls. Look at them.
Oh.
Ah.
Hey, can I just say?
Yeah?
Rider route real.
Rider Route's so fucking real.
Rider's harem, exactly.
Right,
The real
right.
main character of Ataraxia.
She got so much in this one route. It's crazy.
I'm so glad. She was robbed, not getting more in Fate. Or in Stay Night, I mean.
That is actually beautiful.
I'm so glad we did this. I know this journey isn't technically over because we still have more streams of this, but the fact that we're so close to done and then it's 8 scenes and then we're both going right into the deep end with something we don't know shit about.
Yup. Ah, it is a thing of beauty, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
The bath scene will live with us forever. Absolutely.
One coincidence, you were playing FGO when the stream started and they directly reference Angra's monologue on humanity's worth. Yeah, no, that is not just Angra saying, like, there's a lot of things in, like, Ataraxia that is, like, a thesis on so much of Nasu's entire, like, body of work. Like, especially one that struck me is that they dropped specifically about the importance of the value assigned after death the way that humans don't really account for their own value, and it's only after they're gone that those who come before assign the value to them, essentially, and living life in a way that is remembered and how people are going to see your life afterwards. That is like the thesis of FGO. That is FGO. That is FGO.
Man, I don't even know what else to say. I feel like I need a cigarette.
Oh.
Sitting back here like, man.
In bed with the cigarette, and next to you is just like the window of Hollow Ataraxia with the like opening.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel.
Speaking of, we are capable of seeing the opening now, so we could check it after the stream.
Yeah, I need to go make dinner.
Yeah. You go munch, hon. I will close up here, and it has been a delight. Did you just munch me?
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
Oh, chat, thank you for watching. Very much appreciated. If you want to go watch me on Twitch, you should do that. AN14VT. I am streaming Mirror tomorrow and a bunch of other shit all the time. Go look at my schedule. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you for watching.
Thank you so much for being here, hon.
And what else do I have? I got nothing. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. There she goes. She actually animorphed into a fucking Pomeranian for a second. God, I love this game. 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 What do I even have to say? I don't really have much to say, do I? It was like... It was fulfilling, it was fun, it was good. We do have the epilogue to go through. We have the final scenes to go through. We have the fun with detective stuff in the Eclipse section. HA truly is peak. It is a worthy sequel. Not only is it a worthy sequel, I think it may be my favorite thing that I have seen in terms of like a sequel at all. The way the themes mingle, the in-universe exploration of like the attempted continuation and seeing new things, how that is made into the rest of everything. Oh, I don't think I have much to say that I haven't said already, but I love this so much. The feeling that the end of FGO Archer will be the same, we'll have to see. If you remember correctly, the Kasuran Shiro stalking Kuzuki and Taiga was the first section for Fate that Higashida did right, and Nasu just double-checked. Oh! Interesting, actually. Huh. That is actually so interesting! Yeah, I think I did see Higashida's name. I also saw Urobuchi's name in there at some point. Ah. Let us part this Hollow Ataraxia. Yup. This has been a wonderful time, but we do need to get going here. On Sunday, Lies of P. On Thursday, in Stars and Time. And on Friday, we continue with more of this. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I'll be seeing you all, everybody. Oh god, I closed my 1 second. There we go. That's the ending music. It was a delight, and thank you all so much for the support. It's the ending, but it's not the ending. You know how it goes. I'll be seeing you next time. Bye-bye!